Hi, my tubies. It's me, SheilaTruelove, and today I want to share with you the reasons why. When you hear this, hopefully, you'll agree with me on reasons why you should be happy that you got away safely from the narc. Listen to this story.
Discovery in Grandview. Police are investigating the murder of 27-year-old Lynette Williams.
Her body was found on fire behind a dumpster last night. 41 Action News reporter Kat Reed joins us live now from the apartments where it happened. Kat.
Mike, Krista, when police arrived here at the Arbor's apartments in Grandview, the woman's body was still on fire. I spoke to one witness who says she cannot get these horrific images out of her head.
All you could just see was red and blue, really.
The red and blue of police lights mixed with orange flames behind this dumpster on Sunday night. Grandview police say 27-year-old Lynette Williams was found with trauma injuries. Her body burned.
I just saw
a witness who didn't want to be identified says nightmares about the scene kept her from sleeping last night.
That's an image I'll never be able to erase out of my mind, being a mother myself, same age.
That witness is no stranger to loss. Her cousin was murdered in 2011. Now, having seen the body of Lynette Williams, she fears crime that was once unimaginable no longer seems that way.
There's just like an overwhelming cloud for us here in Kansas City where it's kind of, are we next?
Horrifying details now coming out about the death of a young mother in Grandview. Court documents reveal the man charged with killing her shared a son with her. Prosecutors have charged 27-year-old Casanova.
He ain't no Casanova. He's a nut job. Do you see him? This is supposedly Casanova, the man who stabbed her up and then set her body on fire. Now tell me that. Now he's beyond narcissist. He's a psychopathic mental nut job.
Collier with the death of Lynette Williams. 41 Action News reporter Kat Reed joins us now live from the apartment building in Grandview where the woman's body was found. Kat.
Rhiannon Williams was sharing an apartment here with Collier and their son, and court documents show Sunday night was not the first time police visited. I spoke to one neighbor who said she had to call 911 after hearing Williams screaming. When Jacqueline Howard got home Sunday night to this scene at her apartment building, she had one thought.
You see how they said that police have stated this is not the first time that they've had to come to this woman's home. This is not the first time. So the first time he laid his hands on her, she should have ghosted. You know what I mean? But of course, sometimes that's easier said than done, and I understand that. But this is not the first time this stupid fool has gone around beating on this woman. This is why I'm telling you, be grateful, honey. You got away safely. You don't need this aggravation. And this is 2018. You have a lot of crazy people out here. This is not like back in Ozzie and Harriet back in those days. No. These nut jobs out here, they're crazy.
The first thing that came to my mind was the girl upstairs.
The girl upstairs was 27-year-old Lynette Williams. Her body was found on fire behind a dumpster at the Arbor's apartments. Court documents show her throat was cut and she was stabbed in the stomach. The father of her son, Casanova Collier, has been charged in her murder.
I just broke down because I felt like, did I do something wrong? Could I help her?
To happen. They also say he later told them Williams tried to stab him, so he had to kill her. Today, Howard was left wondering if she did enough to protect the woman upstairs.
Yeah, I still think that today. You know, could I have saved her? You know, or I don't know. It's just sad.
In light of what happened, Howard wants to encourage anyone who believes that they hear a domestic disturbance to call 911. You never know when you could be saving someone's life. Reporting live in Grandview, Kat Reed, 41 Action News.
First of all, let me give my condolences out to the family and friends of Lynette Williams and the 4-month-old baby who's going to have to grow up. The little baby's name is Saint, who's going to have to grow up without his mother and father. You know, when I try to find things to say on commentaries and stuff like this, I always go with what I feel, and I read the stories, and I try to do as much research as I can. But her sister summed it up pretty much in everything she said. And Lynette Williams' sister, her name is Nina Williams, and she said only if Lynette had been able to call for help or just walk away, somehow save herself. And then she went on to say that love doesn't cost a thing. Love doesn't cost a thing. It doesn't hurt or feel weird. Love is love. If you see warning signs, pay attention to them.
That's right.
I don't want anyone else to feel the pain we're feeling now.
That makes a lot of sense, honey. When you see the warning signs, like you have seen numerous times when it comes to these narcissists losing their temper constantly, all this rage and all this unnecessary gaslighting and constant drama with these people, pay attention. Get out early so you won't end up like her. This is Mr. Casanova. Does he look like a Casanova to you? And you know, he has the kind of look that a lot of females might fall for, you know? You have to be careful with these mental patients.
Now, if you see warning signs, pay attention to them. I don't want anyone else to feel the pain that we're feeling now. That's what Nina Williams said about her sister Lynette Williams' situation. All right, now let me say this. Many of you have written in to Denise and myself asking questions about relationship, talking about the abuse that you experienced in your...
He's getting ready to make a really good point, and I hope you're paying attention. Please listen. Please listen.
Families and churches, with your husbands or with your wives, and we appreciate it. And we are going to do a segment on this YouTube show, Ask Dawson and Denise, so many of your questions will be answered when we do those videos. But let me put this out here. I told some friends this, and you know, I talked to some coworkers about this, and I'm going to tell y'all this. Somebody has lied to us. And somebody lied to us and told us that we all are going to be married, we're going to be in good relationships, and you're going to find that woman or that man, and they just complete you, and this right here, you're going to have kids and live happily ever after. But the truth is, and it's time for us in 2018 and beyond to face the truth, some of us will never be married.
That's right.
Some of us won't be in a relationship. You're just going to be successful and single and fulfilling your purpose here in life.
Yes.
And you got to be okay with that. Because many times out of our...
Hold on, I would stop this. So I think I got a better picture of her so you can see her. Hopefully you can see her better. That's her. That's a glimpse of her. And pay attention, please, to what he's saying. You know, being single is not such a bad idea. And if this situation that I'm with this character, Michael, don't work out, look, I'm in no rush, honey. Okay? I've already did my bid twice. Engaged to be married a third time. I did that because I saw the red lights this time. I saw them. I saw it. And I got out thanks to my Heavenly Father. Pay attention.
Desperation and out of our need to keep up with our friends and family members and people in churches and all this kind of stuff, we go and we date beneath us.
Yep.
You go and you marry beneath you. What do I mean by that? You marry people who are not on your level. Mentally.
Honey, he ain't never lied. Mentally, emotionally, physically, every way you could think of. I totally married beneath my level. Way beneath my level. My family even told me, are you sure, Mom? Really? My friends, I told you, looked at me like I had 3 heads getting involved with that character. Way beneath my level.
Emotionally, physically, financially, educationally, socially. And socially, because when you bring them around people, even these...
I want to play that again briefly.
People who told you need... Socially. And social...
Listen up.
Of our need to keep up with our friends and family members and people in churches and all this kind of stuff, we go and we date beneath us. You go and you marry beneath you. What do I mean by that? You marry people who are not on your level. Mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, educationally, socially. And socially, because when you bring them around people, even these people who told you need to find a man or go find a wife, when you bring the person that you selected because you're trying to keep up with what everybody else say, they looking at you like, that ain't the one for you, cuz. No, sis.
My family definitely told me. They told me I was hard-headed, but you know what? You make mistakes, you learn from them. I learned. Believe me, when I haven't introduced Michael or any of the men that I've been dating to my family, because before I bring another man to my family to meet, he's going to be someone I can be proud of, someone who I can respect.
Where did you get him from? And I'm here to tell y'all that some of us will never get married, and you got to be okay with that. When I think of the way this man brutally murdered Lynette Williams, he stabbed her in the stomach, he sliced her throat, and then he drug her down. There was blood on the stairs from the second floor where he drug her down and then set her body on fire next to the dumpster. Women, men, that's not love.
No, it's not.
And I'm looking at her Facebook, and I saw this post right here. August the 18th, 2017, she put this. A good mother isn't determined by if she has the best clothes or other material items. A good mother is determined by her willingness to make sacrifices for a child that didn't ask to be here.
Bravo.
That's what Lynette wrote. And under that, people started putting their condolences and rest in peace and I'm sorry and you were a good mother, because as you all saw in the news clip,
that's another thing that people need to focus on when it comes to love. What is true love, to be honest with you? It's making sacrifices. How many of the narcs that you were with were willing to make any type of sacrifices for you? They didn't want to do anything that was an inconvenience for them. They didn't make no sacrifices, and that's what love is based on. How many times have you and I made all these sacrifices and backed down and let them have their way and catered to them and gave up things that we needed for ourselves, but we looked out for them instead? How many times have we done that? How many times have they done that for you? Love is making sacrifices.
One of the things that Mr. Collier did was he told Lynette, "You're a bad mother." And here's my thing, y'all. A lot of us on Facebook and these social media sites, y'all looking at all these Instagram loves and hashtag relationship goals, and you're looking at celebrities and all these people, and I wish I've had a relationship like them and that. Let me tell y'all something. Everything that look gold is not gold.
That's right.
Everything that's look like it's legit is not legit. You don't know what them people going through at home.
That's right.
You got to stop looking at people and saying, oh, I wish I could find somebody just like that. No. Find yourself first before you find anybody else.
That's right.
And if you never find nobody else, you need to be happy with yourself. Well, why are you telling people to be okay being single? Because I'd rather for you to be single, successful, and alive than to be in a relationship and to have died of domestic violence or died because somebody was jealous.
Or you're in a relationship where you have to walk on your tippy toes. You gotta walk. You gotta be careful with everything you say. You're miserable. You don't look forward to coming home from work. When you get up in the morning, you know he's ugly not only on the outside, but he's ugly on the inside too. He's walking around looking like some dried up rat, walking around slithering around, and it's like
or have some incurable disease because you allowed a man or a woman to cheat on you, and you know, come on, y'all, you know they weren't committed to you, y'all. But you just stayed with them because it looked good to everybody else.
Not really.
Now I know I'm speaking truth.
I hear you, baby.
Because all the people who sending me messages telling me who gave them what and how they living with a disease and how they come on, y'all leave me alone by that mess. Y'all gotta leave me alone. Get off my YouTube channel if you don't like how I speak. Now, because I'm getting too many emails about people telling me what they were infected with, who molested their children, who molested them, who slept with them, and all this stuff. And y'all want me to sit here and act like this mess is not going on, and let's talk about Jay-Z and Beyonce and Kanye them. And get out of our reality, because no matter how much you look at them, you still gonna have to deal with your life.
Thank you.
No matter how much you want to be like them, your reality will come and knock you down. You can't get away from you. This is sad and it's sick It's sad and it's sick because this is the third case this month. This is the beginning of the year, y'all. In Kansas City, 3 women have died at the hands of men that they supposedly, or who said who loved them. Lynette Williams right here died from her baby's daddy, her boyfriend. Remember the story I did on Tanisha Harris, 38 years old, died at the hands of her husband, the church elder, Robert Harris Jr., killed his wife, went to church, came on the next day, killed his wife. And then this little girl right here, 19-year-old Elizabeth Richards, was found dead in Kansas City home, naked from the waist down, shot in the head. Her wrist was bound behind her neck. Her 2-year-old son was there, unarmed. Her child's father, Joseph Gonzalez, 23 years old, is charged with first-degree murder, armed criminal action, and child endangerment. Y'all think I'm lying to y'all about this whole relationship thing? Y'all think I'm lying to y'all women and men? Because there are women who have killed men too.
That's right.
But this is the story I'm doing now. It's okay to be single. This is pissing me off because there are more stories that I don't even get to cover of people who done died at the hands.
That's it. He's getting pissed off. He's getting a little riled up here. So I just wanted to share that with you because there's nothing wrong with being single. And like when we discuss, I've talked to some of my empaths and I made some videos in terms of be happy that you're the one who got away. You got away safely. You got away unharmed. These stories could be you and me. You know what I mean? So don't be so eager to jump out there into some relationship or you wondering where is he at? What is he doing? You know, I don't want him back. I know he's with somebody else. Look, honey, better them than you. Actually, we should be praying for the other person. Not sitting around being jealous or feeling sad because, oh, he done moved on. But yeah, right. Maybe the other person won't be as fortunate as you and I. So let's count our blessings and be happy. And let's think about my book. How's that relevant to anything, right? I know. But anyway, my book is out. Best information before leaving Earth. SheilaTruelove. And please, it's on Amazon. I'll leave the thing. You can click if you're interested. Feel free, by all means. I'm going to, I want you to also, when you get a chance, go on YouTube and check out Dawson Dennis. I like to give him the credit. You know, I'm using his statements here, so I like to give him the credit. And I hope you subscribe to his channel because, honey, he's amazing. He has so many stories. It's gonna blow you away. That's Dawson Dennis. And then come back and share that with me. Some of the things that you've gotten, that you've benefited. Okay. You always have a choice. Until next time, this is SheilaTruelove, and I love you as you know I do. That's why I share these things with you. And until next time, we'll talk again, babies. Bye.